So guys, if you're a huge Manchester United fan like me, it's probably one of your biggest dreams to watch Manchester United play live at Old Trafford. If you don't have the luxury of living in the UK or in England, you probably dream of the day when you'll be able to watch Manchester United live at Old Trafford. Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but that will most likely not happen, and I'm gonna give you the reason why in this video. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I am Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about Manchester United potentially selling the naming rights of Old Trafford and what does that mean for Manchester United. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the road to 500 subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let's get into the video for today. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm scrolling on Twitter where basically I get all my Manchester United information, and reports come out that Manchester United are thinking or potentially selling the naming rights of Old Trafford. Now listen, this did not sit well with the Manchester United fan base. Everyone was up in arms. What do you mean INEOS want to sell Manchester United's naming right? What do you mean INEOS want to sell Old Trafford? They want to change the name. Oh my gosh, this is the end of Manchester United. Basically, the Manchester United fan base was having a meltdown. And I was there like, oh my gosh, in the comment section. I was busy agreeing with people and they were like, oh, this is why we wanted Qatar. These people want to change everything about Manchester United. They want to change our tradition and our culture. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Then I paused and I was like, wait a minute. What is naming rights anyway? Like, I was just out there reading Twitter and agreeing with people when I don't even understand what naming rights are. So I was like, okay, let me make an informed judgment on my own. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to break down what naming rights are and what it means when a team sells its naming rights, so that you guys too can have an objective decision as to whether you agree or not agree with what INEOS will potentially do. Okay? So listen, so naming rights are a financial transaction and a form of advertising or monetization whereby a corporation, person, or other entity purchases the right to name a facility, object, location, program, or event, typically for a defined period of time. So that's what naming rights are. So this is basically where a corporation just buys the rights to name a facility. This could be a stadium, this could be an arena, etc. Now I was like, okay, that does not make sense to me. So I went further on to read what a naming right agreement is, and I think that is what actually made it make sense to me. But don't worry, I'm going to break it down for y'all. Okay, a naming right agreement is a contract between a company and an operator or owner of a venue, building, event, or facility. Under such agreements, a company obtains the exclusive right to name a venue, building, event, or facility by making royalty payments or providing other benefits. Now, if it's still Greek to some of y'all, let me explain. So here we have, for example, Manchester United, right? They have the naming rights over Old Trafford, okay? Okay. So here is a big corporation. Now, for now, they haven't named the corporation who wants to buy the naming rights. But so I'm going to give an example. So we have a corporation, let's say, for example, Disney, okay? Disney wants to buy the naming rights for Manchester United. So Disney go to INEOS and Sir Jim Ratcliffe and they're like, okay, we want to buy the naming rights over Old Trafford. And then they do purchase the naming rights. So this means that if Disney wants to change the name from Old Trafford and maybe say Manchester United Forever, okay, that's the name that they want to name the stadium. That means when Disney names the former Old Trafford to Manchester United Forever, they will be paying INEOS or Manchester United for that new name. Do you get what I'm saying? So if Old Trafford is changed to a new name, which is Manchester United Forever, which is a name that Disney has purchased, Disney will be paying Manchester United, INEOS, and Jim Ratcliffe for that new name for a defined period of time. So if Disney decides to purchase the naming rights of Old Trafford for, let's say, 20 years, and they change the name to Manchester United Forever, that means they'll be paying INEOS and Manchester United an amount of money for 20 years for the time that that stadium will be called Manchester United forever. I hope you'll understand. Okay? Here's another example, right? Crypto.com Arena, which is home to two NBA teams, LA Lakers and LA Clippers, which was formerly known as Staples Center, agreed to pay approximately $50 million annually for 20 years. Let me repeat that again. So Crypto.com Arena, which is home to two NBA teams. If you don't know the NBA, then I don't know, like I can't help you. To two NBA teams, the LA Lakers and the LA Clippers, which was formerly known as Staples Center, agreed to pay approximately $50 million annually for 20 years, right? So because of the name change from Staples Center to Crypto.com Arena, the Crypto.com Arena meant that this corporation had to be paying $50 million to the owners of the center for 20 years. So basically, this is just a business gimmick. Like, it's a way to make revenue. Now, why is Manchester United doing this? So Manchester United basically want to make a new stadium. So Jim Ratcliffe hasn't made it a secret that he wants to make a new stadium for Manchester United, a state-of-the-art stadium for Manchester United, something close to what Real Madrid have. And they want to refurbish the Old Trafford. I mean, there are those rumors of Old Trafford leaking and people laughing at Manchester United. Remember those clips? Yes. So it's not news that Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to build a state-of-the-art stadium for Manchester United. Now, in order for us to build that stadium, we are going to need revenue. I do understand why this has been received with a lot of backlash. Now, people have known Old Trafford as Old Trafford for 114 years. Manchester United have had the naming rights of Old Trafford for 114 years. So for it to change that name is going to be very difficult. But I do understand where INEOS is coming from. And when you actually think about it, it's actually good money. Like, they are paying me for naming what is mine. I mean, that's easy and good money. But I do understand the sentiment with it, with Old Trafford. No matter where Manchester United go, no matter which stadium they go to, like, it's always going to be Old Trafford. Like, even if they change the name, I don't think in their minds people will change the name. Like, in our minds, it will forever be Old Trafford. But I also understand where INEOS are coming from, where Sir Jim Ratcliffe are coming from, in that they need to raise revenue. So, ladies and gentlemen, with my explanation, and I hope you have understood what I have said with regards to naming rights. I mean, this is the same thing that happened with Arsenal when they had Emirates, and the same thing that happened with Man City when they have the Etihad. They all had to change their names. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, with what I've explained and with your objective thinking, do you guys agree with what INEOS are trying to do? Because for me, after reading Twitter, I was like, oh my gosh, up in arms. Why are they trying to change Old Trafford? Why are they trying to change Manchester United? But after doing some digging and some reading and some research, you'll be surprised what you know after you read. And after understanding the dynamics with naming rights, I actually understood where INEOS and where Sir Jim Ratcliffe were coming from. I mean, this is good revenue money. And we've seen with the transfer window, ladies and gentlemen, we are unable to even sell players. Like, how are we supposed to raise money? Manchester United is not just sitting clean with a lot of money. Yes, we're a big club. Yes, we have a lot of fans. And yes, there are a lot of ticket sales. But that's not going to be enough to build a new stadium, change the training center that we have, refurbish Old Trafford, because I hear they want to tear it down. And then there's also the Manchester United women's team. Like, it's a whole big thing. And at the end of the day, putting sentiment, putting emotions aside, we need the money. If we want Manchester United to have the state-of-the-art stadium like Real Madrid, like Barcelona, we need to raise revenue. So listen, I get it. And I don't think it's a bad idea. It's sad because we're attached to Old Trafford, like we are attached to the Stratford. And Old Trafford is what we have grown up with. Like, it's synonymous to Manchester United. But I also understand why INEOS and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are making this decision. For me, I say go ahead. I mean, it's going to hurt each and every one of us. And listen, even if they change the name, all of us know in our heads the Manchester United Stadium is forever going to be Old Trafford. So listen, after reading, I don't have a big problem with it. Like, I get it. I understand where INEOS and Sir Jim Radcliffe are coming from. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what I had for you guys today. I just wanted us to talk about the naming rights issue, and I really wanted people to understand what naming rights is. I think for most of us, we're very reactionary. All the information we get is from YouTube and sometimes even from Twitter, and we don't even do our own research to understand what they actually mean. So we come and react and say everything. But when you actually read, you're just like, oh, reading is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. I actually encourage us to do a whole lot more research. So yeah, so that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do comment down in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. After breaking it down, I hope you guys understood what I'm saying. Do you agree with INEOS decision to sell the naming rights of Old Trafford? Or are you standing on the fact like, hell no, it's Old Trafford now and it will forever be Old Trafford? I would love to hear all your thoughts. So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Bye.